Hey guys, LVL here bringing you my thoughts on gaming news today. Today's vid probably going to be a bit shorter, not as much information as yesterday, which Gamescom started. Today's a bit more, nicer flow, slower, steady. Not that much stuff got me interested, but here's what did. First up, we finally got a release date for Mass Effect 3 campaign DLC, and called Leviathan. It's going to be August 28th, which is just a week away, which it surprised me and it got me really excited because I figured that we were at least a month or two away before we finally saw that DLC. And I'm excited for it because I really want to see what it adds to the story. That's Mass Effect was all about the story for me, so it's really important for me to see what this will add to it. And there, of course, it said it was also going to change. It would add to the. I don't know if it said change or add to the ending. Either way, I'm kind of worried and excited at the same time to see what it is going to do to the endings. I mean, it might just add a line of dialogue for, if anything, it might just add a line of dialogue. It might not even have anything new. But for all we know, maybe it'll add a completely new ending like the last update did. So I don't know. I'm super excited. I can't wait, and can't wait for it. Next up, a tidbit I missed yesterday was Dead Space. Besides the trailer, they actually released footage of the weapon crafting system in there, and it looks super awesome. The way you can combine and make your own weapons, like the plasma cutter mixed with a machine gun, or a machine gun mixed with a flamethrower, and I can already see a crazy bunch of combinations coming out of this, and it looks really awesome. And they also showed a bit of gameplay. The gameplay didn't really show any combat of the against necromorphs. It showed more of the suspense of the action in general. And either way, it looks really amazing. I'll include links down below. Please check it out. It looks super cool, and I can't wait for that game. Also, for those of you who may know, I'm a big fan of Dark Souls. I love that game. I love Demon Souls. I own both of them. And they announced finally the for the Prepare to Die edition, the DLC. At first it was only going to be the PC version, but since they saw that so many fans were asking for it, they decided to make a DLC for the consoles, and that got me excited. But they finally showed a little walkthrough of the new content, and I gotta say it looks freaking amazing, and the videos themselves are hilarious. The player, whoever doing the interview, he's using a debug character of level 0, but all his stats are like pretty. If you play Dark Souls or Demon Souls, you know that this guy, to have the stats that he has, is pretty stacked. And the fact that he is still getting killed and wrecked by these guys is hilarious at the same time frightening. And I just cannot wait. It looks so good. Check it out. Also, a trailer for the Hitman, a new trailer for Hitman Absolution came out, and it shows in more detail of the contracts. The contract mode I talked about in my last video about making your own contracts and all that. This trailer shows, explains more and it shows more, and it looks super awesome. And I really can't wait for that game either. All these games coming out, and I want them so bad. But thankfully, I no patience, and I'm going to wait. Also, I know I haven't been talking about the Xbox at all, really, but they didn't show up at Gamescom at all. Gamescom really was dominated by Sony this year. I mean, they took it and ran with it. I mean, they showed so much stuff and so many things. They've announced so many stuff, and but for those of you who are wondering, I don't really talk about little stuff that they have announced for Halo 4, like the specialty. Basically, they're adding classes to Halo 4 multiplayer, and honestly, I know you guys are going to be amazed by this, but I really don't play Halo 4 multiplayer that much. I actually enjoy the story a lot more. And I know some people had some negative thoughts about Halo 3, the way it ended and stuff like that. At least there were some people that I knew that didn't like it. I personally loved it. I thought it was a fantastic campaign, and I really can't wait to see what happens to Master Chief. I liked Halo Reach. Halo Reach was the story for that one was also amazing. It was super cool. Again, multiplayer. I play it for a while. Play it for a while with my friends, but then after a while I stopped. Mass Effect 3 is really the only multiplayer that really kept me sustained on my Xbox. and take that as you will. But it's like I said, I'm really all about the single player on Halo 4. Not that I won't play multiplayer, but my main emphasis is on the single campaign. And for those of you who think about that I'm not really talking about it that much, is because personally, I'm trying to keep my uh, knowledge of that game to a minimum. I'm trying not to spoil myself. I'm trying to keep the information I see to a minimum. And I don't know, like it's the same thing with the movie. When there's like when there's certain movies that I like to watch, I try to not watch as many trailers or as much information, just so that all the surprises, everything I see will be a surprise to me, and it'll hit me, and I won't be expecting it. Because sometimes when you learn about a game and you see the trailer and you like, oh, that happened in the trailer, so I already know it's gonna happen here. And I mean, sometimes they change it up, sometimes they don't. So Halo 4 is one of the games that I'm really trying to keep myself, not to try to see too much of it because I want that game to surprise me and I want to be taken in a new direction in that game. But there is a making of video. It's actually been shown in theaters a couple of times when I've gone to see, but it's still an amazing video to watch either way if you haven't seen it. I'm going to include a link down to it below. Please check it out, especially if you're a Halo 4 fan. It's pretty awesome. But that's it for today. You guys take care. And remember, I'm just a gamer, alright? Peace.